You know, when I was in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
I listened to a lot of crap.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest pile of crap that I listened to was Big and Rich.
Big and Rich. Look, to be fair, Big and Rich came at the height, or the at least at that moment, the height of country's downfall,
Yeah.
which is kind of like a contradictory statement on its own. The height of your downfall, but that's exactly what this was. Country had reached unparalleled peaks in the '90s with, kind of like the mixture of rock and country that
You got your Garth
Garth
Brooks.
Brooks courted in really, and you could say that he was influenced by the likes of George Strait and the like and the Sword in the '80s. But really, Garth Brooks brought in this wave of popular country that was good, and they had some great artists. Alan Jackson, Clint Beck had a few hits under his belt. Brooks and
Killing
Dunn,
Time.
Travis Tritt, all them fuckers were doing good. Even the Tim McGraw and
Early Toby Keith.
Toby Keith, but that's where the switch was hit.
Yeah.
When Toby Keith realized that there was a formula to what he was doing, and that formula was America rules. Which, let's face it, this is a great country, but he didn't really give a shit about that. He knew that was the way to bring in the bucks.
Yeah, he stopped writing music and he started writing
Propaganda.
something to sell.
Yeah, it was propaganda, really. Cheap propaganda, no less. Drinking songs plus America. Bush is cool, all that jazz.
Damn terrorists aren't good guys, are they?
Yeah. And again, for the most part, except for the Bush part, I guess, all true statements. Terrorists do suck. America is pretty great. But there's a limit here. There's a fucking limit, and the limit was way, way bounded over to the point where we went from like a populist nationalist feeling to the music to let's just make country the most vapid bullshit that we can think of.
As long as you hit the points of trucks, legs,
drinking,
tailgate parties,
drinking. Don't forget drinking.
Barbecuing,
yeah.
maybe a little bit of boats in there.
Yeah,
Couple
definitely
hay rides,
boats.
couple hay rides, maybe one or two watermelon crawls.
Very safe. Sexual innuendo is another thing.
Yeah, yeah.
No risque shit. Just to say, what they're talking about, but it's safe. It's definitely Walmartable.
Yeah.
You can buy that shit at Walmart with no advisory sticker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that that's a thing anymore. No. But the point is, country went from some unprecedented heights to the complete bottom of the fucking barrel.
To crawling through watermelon fields.
Yeah, no, watermelon cross. Sadly, one of the fucking better ones. But the point is, now it's totally nondescript. It's interchangeable.
Yeah.
Who's Luke Bryan? I don't know. Is he Blake Shelton?
Apparently,
maybe?
he's a freaking guy that Guardian loves for some ass reason, despite the fact that he sucks. Massive dingalings.
Yeah,
I hope he sees this bit.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Calling you out.
But they're interchangeable artists with generic, populist fucking songs with no personality whatsoever. There's no outlaw spirit in country anymore. And I'm not saying all country should be outlaw country. I'm just saying that was like the extremists of country in the old days.
Country back in the day was like a storytelling medium above music. Like you have a lot of artists like like Marty Robbins, not a great example, but Marty Robbins, Merle Haggard, freaking even Cash did it, where they would tell a tale through their tune.
Yeah.
And it didn't necessarily hinge on there being a catchy chorus, though when there was, it was pretty rad. Now it's just freaking gaga. Now it's just like, let's talk about trucks.
There was nuance to it back then.
Yeah.
You could talk about the same shit they do now, only applied to the time, but there was nuance in it. There was even a subtle sense of humor to them at times.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, oh, them trucks, them boats.
Look at those legs.
Ooh, I'm motorboating. Them legs. Let's drink a beer and crawl to some watermelon fields, apparently.
Also, look at my cup.
Yeah, red Solo cup's cool, right? When I drink, that means we drink. Well, you like beer, don't you? Then take out your red Solo cup, guy. That's country nowadays.
Yeah.
Fucking licks my anus clean, man.
And as a former
and it's not a good anus lick. Anus licking is pretty awesome.
Don't go into that again. You really want to bring up the anus licking.
If you experience, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, It's awesome. This is the type of anus lick where I don't know, a cat tongue is licking your anus.
Man.
So it hurts.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's no waves of pleasure going out of your rect. It's just straight up fucking needles in your ass.
Yeah.
That's what country is nowadays. And not even the, alt country or even the ones that still are good, like Dwight Yoakam, who's never been not good.
True.
Even they can't save it. It's gone too far. It's trash. It says a lot. I'm not hating. I'm just saying it says a lot. When Taylor Swift came out, she was literally the only thing that was holding country above the water. And she was pop country.
And I used to like her when she was.
But she was doing pop country in a way that was at least relatable to a section of society outside of, we like beers and trucks. There was something to it. Not much, but there was something to it. And at least they were catchy songs and all that shit.
Yeah.
They weren't nondescript. They were very distinctly her songs. You know what I'm saying? And then she left, and I bet you country was like, son of a fucking bitch.
Friggin' these douche bros.
There was a collective, oh, fuck. Now we got Florida Georgia Line.
Damn it.
Trying to be hip by putting Flow Rider in their shit.
When we could get Flow Rider to do a freaking theme.
Yeah. Flow Rider actually offered to do our theme, but we said, nah, we got Mike Volume, bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely way cooler than you.
Then he offered to pay us to have his theme featured like he did in SummerSlam. But we said no.
First, because we're fucking poor. But second, because fuck it's Flow Rider. Anyway, country's fucking garbage nowadays. I don't see it recovering.
No.
Honestly. There are some wisps of hope, like this Chris Stapleton fool. He harkens back to an older style, and maybe so, man. But then again, there was a lot of artists like Toby Keith, like Tim McGraw, who, when they first started, harkened back to something, or at least had an individual stamp of their own.
Yeah, I really liked.
But then they became diluted.
And that's the tragic thing about Toby Keith. I really liked Toby Keith pre-douche.
Yeah.
And even some post-douche are pretty good songs. But, man, those douche songs are really hard to look past.
I agree, man. But I gave up on country back in the 90s, so I don't give a fuck. The only guy that could have done something, like made a significant splash, they rejected, and that was Hank 3, who wanted to be wanted to be Hank 3, which he should have been, because Hank Jr. was this loud, boisterous guy. There was no reason for this guy not to be
Bocephus,
who he was, and they said, "Nah, we need you to be clean cut and cool." So he released 2 shitty ass albums that were so generic. Yeah, his first 2 albums are not good.
Oh, I had the first one.
There's a couple of songs that are good, but really they're nondescript garbage, watered down just like the rest of the crap. It sounds different than pop country, but it's still watered down. And it's only when he did Straight to Hell Straight to Hell, right? That he just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do my own thing," and that's when they shunned him. So country doesn't give a shit. They're making money off of people that are like, "Ha ha ha." He said drinking, and I like that.
Yeah.
So fuck it, right? Fuck that genre, man. I can honestly say that now. Fuck country.
I miss it, though.
I mean, we still got the classics. We still got the old schools, especially.
It's just sad when an entire genre literally
dies.
It's
fucking dead.
Yeah.
This is not like horror, which comes and goes and rears up, in the film industry. No. Fucking country is pretty much dead.
Yeah.
And all these indie and alternative country acts are just trying to hold up the fort. But it's a dead fort. It's been burned to the ground. It's been razed.
It's not good.
Anyway, this is us bemoaning the country industry. Tell us what you think. Hit like, share, and subscribe. The notification buttons. Because we were hacked.
Cowboy Troy.
Fuck Cowboy Troy, man.